been a bit since I've been on YouTube. What, 3 months? So what have I been doing for the past 3 months? Well, quite a bit. And there's a bunch of stuff that I'm going to do coming up here over the next 6 months. Now that I'm to a point where I actually can. Where do we start? Well, I guess the biggest thing is, let's go over here to this other room. I have a whole bunch of old computers, retro computers, that I wanted to get in one room. So I spent a bunch of time building a retro room. This used to be one of my kids' bedrooms. What do we got in here? Guess we'll start just kind of going around. A lot of this I'm getting ready for VCF this fall, so where do we start? Atari land. Kind of got all the Ataris finally out. Got the 800 XL. I got a 600 up there I picked up. The ST, which I picked up recently, that I got to build. I'm going to turn that into a sequencer. My 800 XL. The Naboo's. Bunch of other little stuff. Now we're into Apple land. So there's the 2C. That's in progress. And over here, I finally got both Apple IIs completely done. I got floppies on there, and everything works. The keyboards have been fixed. I actually got 2 machines. What I am doing at VCF this year, I should say VCF Midwest, is a war dialing demo. It's going to be kind of like it's 1984-ish. Well, I'm going to do 3 eras. This is going to be the early 80s setup here. On one side, we have BBS Pro up and running. This has an internal modem. I can't remember. It's, I want to say it's a micro modem 2. It's probably one of those, and I'm going to do some more on how to set this up. That's one of the videos I'm going to make, is how to get BBS Pro set up on here. And on this one, I've got a Hayes 1200 with Hayes Hack-O-Matic, the war dialer. And that can dial all sorts of things and do other little things with usernames and passwords, and I shall not completely say what. What else? Got the Amiga. That's a 500 plus. And over here is Commodore land. Let me adjust this. There we go. Come on. There. This machine is sort of my, I'm going to call it the hot rod end user machine. This has a Kawari large in it. I added HDMI, and there's another one I'll make a video on how I did it. And I got one of the real Commodore modems inside of there. And I installed the Kawari 80 column driver on the HDMI, so it's like super crystal clear. Yeah, here's just my Windows machine. And over here, another Commodore 64. This one is really sort of bare bones stock, although it does have a Kawari small because I like to be able to switch between NTSC and PAL. Another Hayes modem. Sorry, not Hayes. Commodore 1670. And this one is running CNET 12 BBS. And it actually works. You can dial in and do it. And there's another video coming. What else do we have over here? Demon Dialer. This, as I went down the war dialing history, this turned out to be one of the original things that was used for quote-unquote war dialing, back when it was auto dialing, actually called demon dialing. You can plug in a phone number and it will just completely go into a loop and redial it until it answers. So we got this BBS here, listening as a target you can war dial and run across. I should add, from a voice services standpoint, what do we have? In this closet, there's the voice router that services this side with a T1 PRI that runs next door to the other room, and a little switch there for here. And there's a Grandstream, nope, not Grandstream, Cisco. Is there a Grandstream? I can't remember. Little ATA that goes out to Call Centric. That's my outside telephone service. I ran punch block. But that feeds the telephone lines over here for all these. Got a couple modems there for test. So what I can do is walk up here. Let's actually try this, shall we? Well, first, let's go. Apple, Naboo, Atari. So let's go over here now. Into the server core. Actually, let's call it kernel space. Same machines over here, but I got this Sun box running now with a Zulu SCSI. Here's another video. It'll be on this one with a US Robotics modem, and I have dial-in service on this. And over here, one of these Desk Pros, the bottom one, is running Wildcat 4 BBS, and it has a US Robotics modem on it, and you can dial into that. On this side right now is my voice core for everything, 3825, and an ad trend for outside, and that's where all the analog stuff is currently running. And I'm gonna go over video for that too. So let's see what we got. All of this dial up. Let's try and do one dial. What do you think? Let's go back over to Userland. What are we gonna try? What do you think? The Wildcat BBS? Watch it not work. That is the 1670 modem. And it works. Come on. Don't speak so soon. Haha. 1200 baud. Let's disconnect. Is it Command H, hang up. So now let's go over here to this machine and let's try and dial into the Sun box. This speaker's not working on this modem. You can hear it next door a little bit. And there's the Sun box dial up. What am I doing? Control D. Nope. Disconnect. There we go. Oh, well, what else can we try? Let's try and dial up to the CNET BBS sitting over here. Should be this machine. I'm not sure if I have that phone line plugged back in, to be honest. Was working on this box earlier. Probably isn't. Yeah, it's not plugged in. Oh no, that's the CNET BBS. My bad, wrong one. We want to go to the GBBS. It did answer. No, nothing. We'll get that fixed later. I'm going to keep this short. So that's kind of where I'm at. What's coming up with videos, a whole bunch of dial-up stuff, and a little bit of war dialing and hacking. And I'll leave you with the prefix prowler. I had the speaker unplugged at the moment from the Apple Mac. Sorry, the Apple II internal speaker at the moment so I could record it. Although I recently posted a video of this running with sound. Come on. Yes, Automan. Let's go. Yep, slot 2. Nope, nope. Keep it local. And look at that, init the modem. And let's hear it war dial. Here we go. It's fast. So the idea is, come September, VCF Midwest, I will have this machine set up as a user machine. You can come up, you can sit down, you can use it, play away. Oh, busy. You can play with this machine, dial up, do other stuff. That BBS will be there, and I'll have this machine set up as an end user machine as well. So you can use that, dial up, fiddle around. And I'll have this BBS there, as well as a bunch of voice stuff. And have the Wildcat BBS. All kinds of dial-up fun. So that's it. More to come. Laters.